Last session we done planche assessment. This session I'm going to do handstand push-up assessment. So I'm going to go how many repetitions I can get on floor, and then how many repetitions I can get deficit, and then I'm going to test the 90 degrees and the progressions from there. So I'm expecting to do 2 or 3 attempts at the floor ones before I peak. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, only 6. In between, Elodie's going to have a go at her freestanding. She's aiming to get 10 seconds, or she's working towards a 10-second hold. So let's see what she gets in between. Well, I reckon that was 7 or 8. Good rest, and then we'll do set 2. Okay, set number 2. Let's try this one without talking. Obviously, you could do the same with your bent arm pushing strength in a handstand. It doesn't have to be freestanding handstand push-ups if you're not at that level. So you could do wall variations, you could do pike push-ups, you could do crow to handstand. So whichever you can do for like 3 or 4 reps plus, just see how many repetitions you can get. And then do a slightly harder progression where it's going to drop you down to 1 to 2 to 3 repetitions. And again, to see what the quality is, rate it. And then from there, you can work out where you should be in your working sets. So that like 3 to 8 repetitions, depending how many sets and things you're doing. And then where you should be playing for your skill work, where you're working some 1 to 2 repetitions. And then again, good rest before we do the 3rd set. I'm probably just going to do 3 attempts on the floor, and then I'm going to go to deficit, so a collarbone to box, see how many repetitions I can get there. The best I've done on collarbone to box is 5 repetitions, and I think I've got like 13 or 14 reps on the floor. Obviously, there's a big difference between your working sets, so like what we're doing today is just back to back, no real warm up, and then like your best ever when it comes to strength, handstands, that type of movement, skill work. You're obviously going to peak at certain times. Okay, let's go 3rd set. I moved the black mat because it was getting stupidly hot. It's like 35 degrees today. Okay, I want to try and get 7 or 8 at least today. I was hoping for 10 to 12, but let's see. Okay, Elodie's just gonna have 1 more attempt. She's hungry for lunch. I think go up, not over. Ooh, probably a 6 or 7 again. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go up onto the box now. Now, last session I done these, I was pleased to get triples. I had a bit of a shoulder niggle that was stopping me doing these. I started to do a few weighted sets with a weight vest on. I went a little bit too heavy and I just wasn't conditioned to doing that type of weight. Felt okay doing it, but shoulder really niggled afterwards. And I'm only now getting back to doing repetitions of handstand push-ups, and it's definitely deficit. The deficit was hurting when I went below that. So it feels like it's 100% better now. It just doesn't feel like I'm conditioned as much. So let's see if I can get repetitions here, hopefully 3 or 4 reps, and then I'm going to aim for or have an attempt at some 90 degree. So this, I'm just making sure that I have contact with the box with my collarbone or chest at the bottom of each repetition. Not super clean. No. 1 rep on the 1st set. Again, I'm going to do 3, see if I can get that triple. Okay, set number 2 without talking. That was a tricky double. I'll just go for an eccentric for the 3rd. Still not the triple I wanted today, but Okay, last attempt at the deficit. See if we can get a triple. No, it's 2.5. So like I say, I did get a triple on the last session. I'll stick that video here. But when I done that, I also didn't max out my floor handstand push-ups first. Okay, let's just have one attempt at 90 degree. I'm not sure what this is going to look like on the floor. I have done a couple of reps recently, but they've had hands elevated. Nice clean eccentric, that car put me off. I'll blame that. A little rest, let's go again. Okay, set number 2, let's try this. A little bit faster, a little bit uglier. Wow, that was, as I said, ugly, super hard to get out of that bottom position, but that's where doing lots of deficits, lots of deficit eccentrics, playing with that balance position and getting really comfortable there means that you can just hang out in positions for longer and just really grind them out. So we'll count that as an ugly 90, but I want to get those back cleaner and 2 to 3 repetitions. Okay, that's it for the handstand push-up assessment. Let me know down in the questions where you are with your handstand push-ups. I'm going to put more and more content out for the handstand push-ups, presses, balance, one-arm handstand, learning to handstand, mobility, muscle up, ring strength. But drop down any requests down in the comments. Let me know any specific questions, and I'll speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.